It's my proud privilege to introduce to this audience our chief guest, Sri Sajjan Jindal. He doesn't require an introduction actually. He is such an illustrious entrepreneur and business leader. An accomplished business leader and a second generation entrepreneur, Mr. Sajjan Jindal had the foresight to lead the steel industry and JSW in particular on a transformational journey contributing significantly to India's growth philosophy. A mechanical engineer by profession, Mr. Jindal led the JSW group through some of its most challenging and exciting phases, including JSW Steel and JSW Energy going public in 1995 and 2009-10 respectively. Today the group takes pride in expanding the business landscape across infrastructure, sports and cement, with the group's revenues crossing US dollars 13 billion for the year ended March 31, 2018. A firm believer of the Make in India philosophy, Mr. Jindal has been awarded at global platforms for his contribution and commendable work. He has recently been awarded the CEO of the Year award by the Business Standard, the leading business publication of India, and the JRD Tata Award 2017 for excellence in corporate leadership in metallurgical industry. He was also awarded the 2014 National Metallurgist Award Industry category, instituted by the Ministry of Steel, Government of India. His willingness to give back to the society and desire to improve the lives of individuals led to the existence of JSW Foundation, which is committed to provide the means to empower individuals to bridge the socio-economic divide and contribute to the creation of a more equitable and sustainable community. The foundation is proud to have touched the lives of over 1 million people by providing them with opportunities for a bright and sustainable future. A renowned and respected practitioner of sustainable business practices, Mr. Jindal is a noted member of the Executive Committee of the World Steel Association, President of Indian Steel Association, as well as the former President of the Institute of Steel Development and Growth. And he is also a council member of the Indian Institute of Metals. With this brief introduction, I request our chief guest, Sajjan Jindal, to his convocation address.
Parents and dear students, I am delighted to participate in this 39th convocation of IIT ISM. Unfortunately, I got delayed coming in here today because of the bad weather or let's say the fog at Bokaro, so we could not land in time. So, but I'm very glad that I'm here and the function is still on. So I congratulate the graduating students for their academic performance and the faculty members for shaping the young minds. Last but not the least, the proud parents deserve a big round of applause too. It is the hard work of the parents and their sacrifice which have helped these young kids or all of you to channelize your energies to become responsible citizens. It is a privilege and a pleasure to stand before you and be a part of this milestone in your journey as you set out to conquer the world. The hallowed grounds of ISM, IIT, Dhanbad bears witness to some of the best talents of this nation. I have high regard for the engineering profession, not because I am an engineer, but for the fact that engineers are constantly changing the world with inventions and solutions that affect everyone's lives. They convert knowledge of basic sciences into products. I'm sure you had a great time here in this college, and college is where we spend the most formative years of our lives. Living in a hostel is a wonderful experience where we perhaps get the first taste of independence, staying away from our parents. The experiences you have collected here will shape you to become better individual for the rest of your life. Now you are ready to transit to the next phase of your life, which is the most important as it will decide how you will create your legacy. The excitement of earning a living, being independent, and most importantly, getting married will bemuse you. You will have more than one career, but don't forget yourself. And I underline the word forget yourself. Don't forget yourself while managing expectations of others. Do what you enjoy and enjoy what you do. Be a complete human being. Indulge yourself. Continue to indulge yourself in sports and fitness. Remaining fit is very important for success in professional and personal fronts. Friends, there are no better time to graduate from a premier engineering school than now. You don't have to look beyond India as it used to happen when I graduated. When I graduated in mechanical engineering way back in 1982, we were a batch of 40 students from the mechanical branch, out of which 35 of my colleagues left India to find better jobs outside India. But over the years, 17 of them, 50% of them more or less, have come back to India to pursue the career and are doing extremely well. You are entering a new and exciting India, an India that is growing rapidly towards progress and making its mark as a global powerhouse. It took 58 years since independence for India's GDP to grow to $1 trillion, but only 8 years to double it from 1 trillion to 2 trillion. At current growth rates, it will take about 6 years to reach $5 trillion. So by 2025, we are expecting that India will be at $5 trillion in real terms. And only 5 years after that, or maybe 6 years after that, we will double the 5 trillion to 10 trillion. So that is the pace of growth of our country that you are inheriting now at this time. Becoming a $10 trillion economy is well within the reach. The real price, however, is larger than a mere number. India also has an opportunity to build a more inclusive, sustainable and equitable society. One that is an example to the rest of the world. India, being the late entrant to be a global powerhouse, will take advantage of the latest technologies and will leapfrog. As you know, we leapfrog into the mobile telephony, where other countries provided the copper cables and connected house to house, offices to offices, and cities to cities via copper cables. Today we are connected through a network which is wireless. Similarly, we will be building coal-based, there will not be too many coal-based power plants in the future, as renewable energy is becoming more and more advanced and the technology is changing. Similarly, the electric cars will replace the IC engine cars. So therefore, we are going to see that India will use less fossil fuel, thus creating less pollution than countries like China and USA during their economic development phase. Therefore, the opportunity for all of you is huge. It is you, young engineers, who will build the next India. The path to become world's superpower will throw challenges to all of us. One of our primary challenge is to create jobs. India's youth bulge will now start looking for jobs. The young children of India will move from an age of being educated to an age of seeking job opportunities. Between 10 to 12 million people will be eligible to enter the workforce every year over the next 10 years. And it is the manufacturing sector that will create such jobs. However, the performance of India's manufacturing sector has been suboptimal for a prolonged period. India's manufacturing base is around 450 to $500 billion, which has to grow to 2,500 billion. That is more than 5 times in the next 10 to 12 years. The task right now might sound a difficult and obvious one, but the truth is it is extremely possible. Yes, it is possible, as India has all the ingredients to become the manufacturing hub for the entire world. We have a large mineral resource along with a huge pool of scientists and engineers which can become our competitive strength. World's entire need for basic metals like aluminium and steel can very well be supplied from India. We have to take note of two things. Natural resources lose their relevance quickly, as it happened with coal in advanced countries due to renewable substitutes. Similarly, iron ore in the developed countries are being replaced by scrap. So timely exploitation is key to success of any developing country like India. We must not export raw material to other countries, hence losing our competitive strength and exporting our job opportunities. However, we must take advantage of latest technologies to make our manufacturing plants smarter to remain globally competitive. Industry 4.0 is the future of manufacturing that involves a combination of cyber-physical system, automation, and the Internet of Things, IoT, which together create a smart factory. It is the fourth industrial revolution following in the footsteps of computers and Internet. Mass production and electricity, and mechanization and water system power. We at JSW have created world-class steel plants that are smarter and futuristic. These facilities are our nation's pride. We understand that digitization is a precondition for Industry 4.0, but Industry 4.0 is much more than digitalization. Our plants are not only highly digitized, smart factories, but there has been a significant transformation in the way we source raw materials, manufacture and market our products through horizontal and vertical supply chain integration, and it is profoundly customer focused. Friends, the IITs of our country are the most visible brands from India globally, and today you become a part of that rich legacy and have special responsibility to build brand India and create national pride within ourselves. I try to do this in my own humble way. I have been fortunate enough to be part of the story that created the country's largest steel producing factories and have become a benchmark not only within India but also globally as being the most efficient steel plants. Back in 1982, after graduating in mechanical engineering, I didn't have an idea about what awaited me on the way. All I had was a dream to build my own space, to create something that I would be proud of and our nation would be proud of too. I launched myself into the journey of hard work coupled with passion with only one objective: to build the nation. The journey has been from 0 to 18 million tons steel capacity as country's largest steel producer, and we are not stopping here. We will expand our capacity beyond 100 million tons, and this is because this target is because we see there is huge potential in this country. We are going to have world's largest single location steel plant. The whole country will be proud of our facilities at Vijayanagar and the technologies that we adapt, and to make a single largest steel plant out of India is going to be very, very important milestone. We at JSW are building the nation not only through core sectors like steel, power, cement, ports, but also are determined to create a strong foundation in sports for India. Through the Indian Inspire Institute of Sports, we are training and nurturing some of the best talents across our country, many of whom have already brought us medals. It is our goal to win more medals at the Olympics and put India as a sporting powerhouse in the global map. When I was young and aspiring to get into engineering, our world was divided into those who went to IITs and those who did not. But I missed out to be in the elite IIT club. You are the privileged one, and of course you deserve it. But great institutions also teach you humility. They teach you the power of ideas, they teach you to be broad-minded and tolerant, and also to question relentlessly. They teach you that often there are many equally valid approaches leading to the same goal. I hope you have also learned some of these lessons, which in some ways are more important than the knowledge and skills that you have picked up here. Therefore, friends, don't let the brand of IIT to get diluted. keep the name high and use it for building the nation. As I stand here in front of you, I would like to share a mantra that has helped me in every step of the way in this journey of evolution. Never hold back on your dreams. Dream impossible dreams, ridiculous, crazy dreams, and outrageous dreams. And then find a way to chase them. My dream of turning Vijayanagar into what it is today, back in the early 90s, seemed like a crazy idea to a lot of people, at times even me. But then, it wouldn't have been a reality if I had dismissed it for being crazy. Then act on your dreams to bring it to its fruition. And finally, always remember to give back to society. With that, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you on this memorable day. I am positive that you will move on to do great things for yourself and your country. You shall overcome every challenge and take India to greater heights on the strength of your talent, passion, and ingenuity. Thank you. All the best. Jai Hind.